Welcome back to the British Esports Student Champs Cups Apex Legends 2024. I'm Waxin, joined by none other than Bigfoot, bringing you all of the final group stage week action. Bigfoot, welcome to the stream. And before I ask you about today, I gotta ask you about your t-shirt.
Oh, this is a Newcastle United top. Just wearing it in the hopes that the Newcastle team can make their way up into the finals before it's too late. That's the last chance tonight. It is the finals. Lots of teams are going to be getting kicked out. Fortunately, Newcastle are down there on 17, so it's a bit of a pipe dream. But I thought I'd put my lucky top on all the same, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's a lot of heads on the chopping block tonight, mate. We've got UCB, Apex, Cornell Cyphers, and CLC Inferno in the lobby today, who are all precariously balanced at the bottom of the top 20 and could drop down, could make it to the finals.
Yeah, also on the chopping block, you could say, similar to the football story you were telling us just now. But before we look at the teams, finding themselves in that precarious position, let's take a quick look at the entire standings. Obviously, with the top 10 first and foremost. It's, you know them, you love them, you might even hate them, some could say. It's the Confetti Arrows, the Guild Gen Z, the Coventry Crosshairs. Yeah, pretty much everybody here. We were talking about this previously, my friend. They are pretty much with a foot and a half in the grand finals already.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone's going to knock Confetti Hours off that top spot anytime soon. They might get taken down to second place or something, but they're doing so good, sitting up there, 106 placement points and 96 eliminations. It's crazy. It's racking up the kills and the placement points. It's really, really looking good for them. GCS down there on 10. We have actually lost the other GCS team, but we do see GCS Owls A sitting there comfortably still. Probably going to make it through to the finals, but as we come down, look at the very bottom of this leaderboard. We got CAVC Celts on 58 points. So, when I say teams like Newcastle could make it through to the finals, it is possible. Newcastle's sitting on 17 right now, but, if they had a sort of day that we're seeing like some of these top three teams have, they could shoot from the bottom of the entire leaderboard up into the top 20.
Yeah, of course. And the bottom five of this top 20 from Cambridge Inferno, down 17 points and under. Quite safe, but let's take a look at Group A, which is going to be one of the groups that we will be following today. I believe we have Group A and Group D. Group A has the top dogs currently, the Confetti Arrows, GCS as well, one of the teams we saw, Cambria A. A lot of good points for the top four teams in Group A, but like you said, it's the Celts, it's Hellraisers, the Wolfpack Purple, First Shot, Cobra Spitters, Crusaders, all of these teams. Maybe the Crusaders not as much, but the other teams in contention still to make it that top 20. Whereas, as you said, a team with 17 points, the Crusaders, well, they're gonna need to pull out a performance of a lifetime if they want to qualify for the grand finals.
Yeah, they might just be sleeping giants. They might wake up on this final week of the group stage and make their way through to the finals. But it is going to be a very, very tricky road and a tricky mountain to climb for these teams that are sitting down there below 20, 30, 40 points. But at the minute, the bar is set at 57 points. 57 points and you're in the finals. So the bar isn't actually that high when you're talking about 20th place. Just because the bar's been set so ridiculously high by teams like Confetti Arrows and co. does not mean that the final bar is set that high. So if you can squeeze through today, get yourself up to 60, what will probably be more like 80 points by the end of this event. Yeah, I think the 20th place will probably be settling 70 or 80 points. So if you can get to it there today, you might make it through to the finals and all the scores will get reset and you'll have another chance to try and make it through against some of these stronger teams.
What is the game plan going to be going into today? As I think in just a moment we will see Group D before we get into the game. Not quite sure if we have the chance to see in Group D. Yes, we do. We've got Coventry Crosshairs A, the BD Bears, again, two top teams already in the grand finals. And the Colonel Cyphers with 85 points. You said they should be safe for the most part. Yeah, we believe about 70, right? Barrier entry. But we still have some teams here. It's the Cambridge Inferno, UCB, Apex A, and even Thunderhawks with Cambria. They're not that far from going over that threshold, Bigfoot. And that's what I wanted to ask you. What do you think the game plan will be for the teams today? You've got to drop, obviously, as far as possible from the top dogs because every single point can get you closer to that 20th place.
Yeah, of course, you've got to drop safe and you've got to stay alive. But with everyone, it's just not possible in a game like Apex for everyone to do that. So it's also really important to get early fights. So realistically, I would say you've got to be dropping hot and getting those early fights so you can stay alive later into the game. Of course, if you have extremely, extremely low points, you might want to play it even safer than that. But It's actually a really good opportunity for teams who are at the top of the league to sort of try some more slightly hotter drops, etc., and test their tactics. And even if one of these top teams get knocked out straight away, they're still making it through to the finals. So we'll see. Cornell Cyphers, they're in 13th place. They're on 85 points, and they're actually, I've highlighted them red because that's actually, it doesn't sound like a dangerous position. 85 points sounds like quite a lot, but 13th and a bad day for them today, and they'll go from 13th to 21st like that.
Yeah, honestly, this could be the end for them. It's going to be a really important one, especially as the Colonel Cyphers, I believe, yesterday had a hell of a game in their Valorant qualifying match for LAN. So, back-to-back crucial moments for the college. It's going to be important to see if the Apex Legends squad will be successful. And what do you think, Bigfoot, when it comes to collegiate level? Is there any rivalries or support between the teams across different esports, or do you think they're completely separated?
I mean, in another college esports, I have seen some nice friendly rivalries here and there, but I don't know. I think Apex is a little bit disparate. There's so many different colleges involved, and from all over the country, and it is also the first league we've done. I don't know if people have really had the chance to build up too much of a rivalry, but I think there's at least going to be a slightly friendly rivalry within our top three teams. We've seen Confetti Arrows, Guild Gen Z, and Coventry Crosshairs hop up and down between that first, second, and third place as the weeks have gone by. So. At the very least, they're in a sort of some kind of rivalry for making sure they take that first place in the finals. They are our three top teams looking forward to the finals. I do think it will be one of those taking it, unless some of these other teams warm up and these top teams cool down. Is also a possibility.
Yeah, and speaking of cooling down, we had yet again quite a long break. Obviously, the last week before going off for Easter was a bit... Apex Legends just doing Apex things, then we had to skip an extra week. So the players had another one on top of the 2 spare weeks they had to just practice and adapt even more to each other and maybe try to study some of the tape from their opponents. So, these 3 weeks, we saw quite a big shift after the previous half-term break, if you remember, Bigfoot. I'm curious, is it going to be the same, or after yet another 3 weeks, the status quo will be completely resumed?
Yeah, it's interesting. It depends what people have been doing in their time. Some people might have been out in Alicante with their family in the sun. Other teams, other players, they might have had the chance to sit in their bedroom for 8 hours a day and practice Apex. It depends what they've been up to in this time off. But of course, they have had a little bit longer to get used to the meta that did change a couple of weeks into this league. So we've only actually had, I think, maybe 1 or 2 games on the new armor meta. So it's giving everyone a bit more of a chance to get their heads around that. I'm loving it. I think it makes so much more sense than it used to. Unfortunately, we do have a team with only a duo. We'll see what we've seen a duo make it through to the last circle a couple of times. So we'll wish that team luck. There are only 2 players coming into this lobby.
I'm not wrong. I think we even had a duo manage to get 1 victory in a single week. I might be wrong, but like you said, definitely doable. Not something you want to have in your very final group stage week, but yeah, we are now gonna be getting underway. 16 squads left on the server, 47 players, and let's see who is going to make it into the grand finals.
Yeah, we take nice central flight path. Teams are coming out quite slowly. It does look like they will be spread out across the map. Did see 3 drop to the left there. We might be able to take a look at the map and see exactly where they are dropping, and I'm sure our observers will be on the first fight. So like I said, early fights is going to be where it's at to get that armor together. Looking up at Skyhook, I think that might be a bit of a chaotic area. All that space in the southwest as well, just completely ignored as we see quite a few teams up in that northwest. It's going to get hectic. I do think a lot of these teams are going to be dropping soon.
Yeah, they are getting down and ready already. We start seeing Team 3 with the loot already. Kiwi, Fresh, and Razar. And Bigfoot, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember either of these names.
This is Whole Razors B, so we should recognize some of them. Maybe they've had a little bit of a shift around. RYG might be a new crew they're pushing, and they might have changed their names a little bit around that.
Yeah, maybe.
Definitely. I think I recognize the name Kiwi, but not RY. So maybe the other 2 players have changed their names or made a new clan on Apex or something. I don't know. But that is Whole Razors B. We have seen them throughout the weeks. This is CAVC Celts, also in the Skyhook area. It actually seems very, very quiet right now. Where did everyone go? There was so many dropping up in this northwest. There's quite a few different spots to go to, but realistically, especially if the zone isn't going to land on them, they're all going to be pushed out of this area. Do see CAVC Celts get scanned by a Bloodhound there, and they do seem to be rotating away from that. They don't want any of that smoke just yet, so they're going to try and get some more loot together before engaging.
We gotta mention this, the Celts is the team in the current 20th place, so they will be one of the most important teams to follow in this game number 1. They do not want to get scanned because they might get pursued and they might just lose very early on in this game number 1 of the day. They are, like I said, 20th place, final slot that makes it to the grand final, so this could be the most important game of their lives.
Yeah, no surprise at all. They ran away from that fight, considering that, unless you're in a comfortable position to choose when to fight, you don't want to be having another team making that choice for you. Over in Trials, seems like we've got a pretty chill team, just sorting out their loot together. SGS first shot here. Team we haven't really seen too much from over the past weeks, but, getting their loot together, getting some nice strong Trials loot together at the start. Might lead them to a comfortable game this time round, but see how they get on moving forward. Let's move back to Wolfpack Purple, who've actually just lost ult. Ult K has been dropped. Do see a spray back from the Surgeon. Going to get the Knuckle Cluster out. 2 Knuckle Cluster. I love the Knuckle Cluster on drop for exactly that reason. Early fight, early doors, get some early damage in. Extra little bit of weaponry there. Currently got the car in hand. They made that push back down and keep fighting. Got flanked.
Yeah, one player remaining. The Surgeon will have to Surgeon himself back to help him. Oh, nice use of the Mastiff right there.
Yeah, nice use of another Knuckle Cluster too. Love it. But what to do? 1 bar of shield left, health's down. You've got to win. There's all you can do right now. How surgical can the Surgeon get with it? Maybe running away, getting the other lifeline might be a possibility, but no, it's going to be a spray down, and I do think the Surgeon's going to drop, unfortunately. That will be Wolfpack Purple out.
That was a nice attempt. In the end, it will not be enough from him. But it was good to see at least one of the players trying to shine for their side. As we're going back to the Celts, pretty healthy, lots of shields for all the 3 players. They didn't manage to find anything too impressive in the loot-wise. We have a Volt and a Flatline, I think, for their side. DJ running the Flatline. No, they definitely need more bullets. The ammo, it doesn't look quite healthy for them as we go across the map, and we see Jop with way more ammo than the Cells.
Yeah, moving over to Loughborough Cottage Lycans, we see them in a bit of an engagement up the hill there. Haven't seen who they're fighting against just yet, but looking to get some early shots. Actually pushing quite heavy. They've got their blue shields ready as well. They're it's Cambria, right? So you got Koala there and Faded and Owen. 3 players I would want to watch out for, especially if they had the high ground. Oh yeah, and they're gonna have to retreat already.
Oh, what a snipe in the middle of the air. That was the Coventry Crosshairs player, Doke, just getting completely sniped out of the sky.
Nothing to do with this fight either until then, just sending that fight in from that shot in from a long way, but looks like Koala's got some good sniper shots of their own to strike back. Owen and Faded on pretty full health. They're comfortable up on this high ground. See if this... Where was CC? Oh, so they're over to the right there. So CC over in the west. God, nice shots there from the vantage. Another 150 damage. That's 300 damage dealt in 4 shots. Really good accuracy there.
Showing us how it's done, and now we take a look at Owen spraying down with the R3. Gonna reposition himself. He doesn't want to already give away his position. You don't want to risk it. You don't know what type of weaponry your opponents on the low ground might have, and we already see some snipers being put to work. So if someone turns around with a sniper and just clips you, you don't want to lose that.
Yeah, not at all. And CAVC Celts, that team we saw running away from a fight earlier on, making another rotation away from another fight. Kind of crucial for them to stay alive, of course. Their heads on the chopping block. They might not make it through to the finals if they don't get some good points on the board today. So, you also, you don't get points if you're only doing kills. So you can't run away from every fight, or you just be running from fight to fight to fight until you run into the one that kills you, and you'll have nothing on the board. So, it is good to fight, especially if you're stuck on low shields. But, of course, it does not seem like CAVC Celts want to do that before they're in the top 10. I guess that's reasonable. See how they play this out. It's quite an important team to watch, to be honest. These teams that are like in the precarious position, they're the ones we want to watch tonight and see what they can do to sort of bolster their position as we move through to the finals next week.
I really got to ask you about this Caustic Bigfoot, because No, what do you think about him as a hero in the current meta?
Oh, he's absolute meta right now, yeah, for sure. Especially if you got Bloodhound on the team. Yeah, Caustic and Bangalore is kind of a bit insane. It's double smokes, but
Yeah,
it does work really well. It works, man. And you know, if you're in a bit of a crucial situation, you can Caustic ult, send a couple of smokes down. You can Bloodhound ult as well. It's actually a really OP combination.
This might actually tell us about the game plan that the Sills are trying to have, maybe trying to play behind this potential wall of smokes that they could just drop in front of them.
Yeah, I think so, but the thing is, Bloodhound only has that like real smoke vision when he's in his ult, so you kind of got to be in the Bloodhound ult for it to have full bonus. But, you know, the scan does help at times. The tactical does merge quite well, but the real advantage comes out with the ult. And they got Raz's items right there. And yeah, was that? They just got to eliminate a whole team. I only saw one kill, but
I think there was one kill. Maybe it was a solo.
Maybe one or two. I think there maybe two. They got them trapped in that bottleneck and made full advantage of it. But I think they've been spied here by Cambria A. Cambria A in this area.
Yeah, very nice.
Maybe that's what happened now. Maybe that team got pinched by Cambria, and right, that makes more sense. I wondered what was going on. So CIVC Celts pinched a team with Cambria. I think Cambria got most of the kills. I mean, we do see Noctua with one. Not sure if the rest of them got any kills or not. 29 players remaining though.
It was definitely a single kill going towards Goji. Yeah. So I think, yeah, they sandwiched in a team, and I mean, unfortunate the position to find yourself between the Selves and Cambria A if you were the trio that find themselves there. But yeah, already 29 players left. We've lost 17 players, 10 squads on the server currently. So, you know, breaking in the top 10, not too shabby start for the Celts.
Yeah, and they made it away from a very tricky situation. They did not want to get into that fight with a much higher ranked team, so they do get one kill on the board. That squad right brings them forward in the placement points. They seem to have quite a heavy focus on staying alive and rotating as well, which does have a good look for them. This north side, though, could get a bit tricky for them. They have 4 teams to their east. So if they make up their way through this southern pass and maybe head east after that, they might be all right. But if they don't go south, if they just head straight east, they might be coming into the back end of 4 different teams.
Now following the Riverside Thunderhawks, another one of these teams that was outside of the top 20, if I'm not wrong, but still with a chance, obviously, with 3 more games left to play, including this one. We see Cami, Sam, and Westwood just enjoying their time, playing this very interesting angle as the Kai Cobra Spitters are dropping some shots, and they have found themselves some of the best loot I believe we've seen out of any teams.
Yeah, their armor's on max. They've been doing stuff, haven't they?
Oh.
Well, that's pretty much the name of the game these days. If you want to get your purple armor, just go do some stuff. There's so many different things you can do, but you got to be doing it all. Sometimes I find myself running around Olympus with a in the vehicle, just picking up all the shields I can.
Is that in real life or in Apex?
Oh, I wish I could go to Olympus in real life. It's so picturesque.
Okay, Team 14, which is the Colonel Cyphers, I believe. They're getting thrown in. It was the BD Bears. Oh my goodness. Nitro down to below half HP, no more armors. Can he stay alive to the position? It's also going to be Emmy down to a single point of health, hiding next to Koala and Socks.
Oh no.
This is not looking too hot. Oh,
the tank it. Yeah, Socks goes down. What a horrible position to be in. Might be able to get the resin, but getting pushed pretty hard right now. Emmy, you got to do something. How are they going to make it out of this? They are just pinned. They're not going to make it out. Well, Kame goes pretty low. Sam lost all their shields too. I mean, something could happen here if they make push off the back of that, but no, it looks like TTT Westwood pushing straight back in, and the spray down from Sam. Wait there, mate.
There are lots of two teammates.
How do they get out of this? Maybe they don't. Maybe they do. I think they do. I think they do, mate. Sam is so close. It's all on Sam now. Oh my days.
This might be the worst play of the tournament.
Sam's gonna stick a battery as well.
Okay, fully commits to
Sam.
It's Koala versus Sam.
No one's got any nades left either. This is ridiculous. One nade would finish this and it would actually be Sam. Wow.
That is the definition of too close for comfort, but Riverside Thunderhawks somehow, despite what seemed to be a very advantageous position, barely managed to scrap out with the victory and will keep pursuing their attempt at getting towards higher and higher in this game number 1 of the final group stage game as we look across of DG Day and that number 1 with Goji pursuing 2 players in the hut.
That was actually CRC Inferno, mate, not Riverside. So that's actually a team that if they lost that, if Sam died there, they might have been out the whole tournament. So that was some really, really bold play, considering they're so far down in the leaderboard right now, out of the top 20.
Good start for the Cambridge team, yeah. Okay, we now see Cambria A yet again. Oh, quite a few hefty kills. Faded has 1 kill and a couple of assists, so they've at least wiped the squad.
Yeah, this is CRC Inferno winning that fight there, getting straight into another one. Get the reload in, get some more shots off, and it's going to be an easy wipe. As Sam takes down DJD, and that will be CAVC Celts out, I think. So we got one team on the chopping block taking out another, and that's exactly what you want to be doing. If your head's in the line of fire and you take out those other teams, that if they can't get the points, they'll be dropped out. You know, you're really doing yourself a favor to secure more and more placing points, because it'll be the teams with lower points taking their place, and you'll be shooting ahead. It'll be really, really comfortable. So that's looking really, really good for CRC Inferno so far tonight. Is this a? Do I smell a rat?
Yeah, absolutely. That is a dirty little rat. Or it's a dirty mystic rat, I suppose. Mystic alone, hiding in probably one of the most disgusting corners you could have found in the current zone. But speaking of zone, this is a pretty wide zone with 7 squads remaining, I would say, currently. I was expecting more teams to stay alive for longer, but yeah, a lot of them have died from that rotate you were talking about, from north towards east.
It was sketchy, man. It's this map, man. They've got those bottlenecks, and you push through those mountain valleys, and there's four teams or something. Okay, Kame taken down very, very low. Not sure who they're getting pushed by, but looking pretty comfortable in top 7 so far. So wishing Sam and Westwood and Kame all the best, keeping their place in the finals moving forward. I think with this round, they're going to be looking pretty comfortable. It's the teams like CAVC Celts who were taken out by CRC Inferno that need to watch out, and unfortunately, they've only got 2 more games to secure that position, and if the teams below them are going to be scoring, they might be out.
Okay, we see an interesting shot flying outside of the wingman. Only 1 connect, but we'll have to pop a shield back onto Sam as we see. Oh, Heart trying to actually surprise the opponent, but again, we have the high ground and the low ground, and the zone is pushing you. We need to reposition. We're gonna jump off, and we go into the zone in time. They're waiting a lot, okay, and they're gonna lose 2 teammates, and then 1 HP away from dying. Shield will come back into play, and
that's amazing.
Those
no way. 2 rats.
Unfortunate
2 rats in the lobby.
Rotate I've seen in my life.
No way, still alive.
I mean, there, so I guess you take what you can at this point in time.
Of course. You take it. Got Sam here, they've nerfed the wingman again, but it's still looking pretty good. Getting some good damage off there. Yeah, unfortunately, no digital threat allowed inside that gun anymore. Whoa, my days! Cool, just sitting in the corner, not checked. It's like a game of Valorant. Check your corners, guys.
I love this. They're still alive. We're gonna do some more damage. This is unbelievable.
No! And the revives as well.
Like an absolute ghoul indeed. Taking the souls away from their opponents.
That's insane, mate. Confetti arrows. How did Ghoul's corner not get checked? I can't believe that.
Now we see Owen. Cumbria. Still the healthiest looking team out of the ones we had the pleasure of seeing. They are in a prime position to take this game 1 with everything they have going their side. We have an ultimate already available, the Rolling Thunder for the Bangalore, and okay.
Heart and Mystic Dark, the rats for the win.
I love this. I mean, if they would win this, that would make my evening, I'll be completely honest.
Oh, I think they're going to end up 1v1ing soon. They're pretty close to each other. Okay, Rolling Thunder coming out. See, we've got a bit of an up-down situation here. We've got Cambria with a team on top of them, so they've just done the Rolling Thunder trying to make a push out the building, but you can't see anything. No one's got a digital threat. Who's just gone down? It's Ido-K. He's taken down by Faded, but now Faded's been taken down by Kaiser. Oh my days, and Cambria A get eliminated.
It's a Cry alone.
Wow.
Can Cry get to
crosshairs?
Yeah, teammates in his zone. Mystic Dart versus Kami. It's the one versus one.
Oh no, it's Hart. Sorry, Hart.
I think Hart's still alive as Westwood gets another kill, and now it's gonna be Cry. This time he's alone. We have 7 players left, 3 squads. Cry alone in the world of hurt. Will pop a syringe to get himself slightly more HP. But oh my goodness, they're still looking so hot. The confetti arrows are right now. Sabotage also has a Rolling Thunder available. This is not looking good if you're one of the remaining 4 players.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. They're not comfortable in this position down here. They're going to make a reposition here with the evac tower. Good shout. Maybe just get up onto this rock here. Yeah. Very, very dirty position to be in back there. So I'm really, really liking this reposition. The fact there's only 3 squads left as well doesn't mean it make it reasonably easy to do this in this side of this zone. But now they've gone from annoying little low ground to kind of open space. They might get third party, but so far they're just sending the shots off, trying to find a new position where they can get their back up against the wall and send more shots down the pipe towards these last 2 teams remaining.
Yeah, this is crucial. You don't want to have any missteps right here if you're part of the confetti arrows. You had the advantage. Obviously, you had to reposition yourself, but you don't want to get sandwiched in yet again. It's Kami, Sam, and Westwood alive and Cry from the crosshairs. Crying himself in the corner will get spotted, and now the sabotage bullets flying in. The smoke. Are they going to protect Cry? Yes, somehow. Cry is still alive. Oh, not for long.
No. Somehow. Not anymore. But very, very awkward position here for CLC Inferno. They've been pushed down into a corner. The caustic ult comes out. The sprays are coming out. They are taking damage left, right, and center. But then so does the Rolling Thunder. The counter Rolling Thunder is going to push them back.
This is still a 3 versus 3. Both squads fighting for everything they can, and now we see Goal trying to get even more. This is the team that had a single player clutch up and resurrect the others. We spots another one behind the cliff, and that's going to be some good chip damage kind of come in. And spots the other 2 opponents. Goal seems alone. Where are your teammates? Sabotage. Jesse, help him.
Yeah, what's going on? It's just like one Bloodhound and his ult trying to take on an entire team. But, oh, there we have our first drop. Sabotage taken down, and Team 6 are the champions. Confetti Arrows take the victory. And there we have it. A very, very comfortable game from them, but they were already comfortable in that top 20. So, almost guaranteed. Well, completely. I'm just going to, not even going to say almost. I'm going to stop being scared. They're guaranteed they're in the finals, everyone. Don't worry about it. Confetti Arrows are going to be there.
I gotta say this, Bigfoot. I believe that goal play might have been one of the top 5 plays we've seen in this entire season of Apex Legends for Student Champs, clutching up in that crucial moment just a few minutes ago. 1 versus, I believe it was a duo, and he was low HP, turned around, jumped in, got 2 kills and a resurrect, ending up granting his team the win later on. Yeah, arguably for me, a top 5 play that we've seen thus far, and impressive. That's the best way I could describe what we've seen from the Confetti Arrows. Expected? Maybe. But hey, they just wanted to secure their spot.
Maybe not quite that much, you know?
Yeah.
But they are fulfilling expectations as always, and what they're really doing is hyping us up for these finals. Some of these teams, you know, when we get to see them clash ahead again and again and again, it's going to be really nice to see all these top teams in one lobby.
I'm looking at the scoreboard, and I gotta give props to Cambridge Inferno. I have to apologize for them for calling them the Riverside Thunderhawks. Cambridge Inferno was the team that got second, and they got 10 kills. 2 more than what we saw from the Confetti Arrows. So we were talking about Cambridge Inferno. They, I believe, were on the teams that had around 40 points area. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. They were. I had CRC Inferno, Cornell Cyphers, UCB Apex, and CABC Celts as the teams that might not make it to the finals, even though they're in the top 20 today.
Yeah. So, 10 kills for them. Second place looking good. Also, in 6th, we had Cambria A getting 8 kills. So these teams are still fighting for every single point that they can get, and I love seeing this because sometimes you get to this point after a long drag tournament and teams are kind of feeling a bit tired, and maybe teams are starting to under-deliver. They don't really trust themselves anymore. But the fact that we still get this level of competitiveness, I love to see. And speaking of loving to see, Bigfoot, let's take a quick look at the updated standings. This is across the entire group stage, so not just groups A and D. And the Coventry Crossers A, fourth place, 179 points. They were safe and sound, a similar position. They didn't advance, although they're getting closer and closer to Storm Apex. And Cambria A, wow, 138 points. Good. We were expecting that from them after they got, I believe I just said 8 kills in this game number 1. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can look at a 10 to 20. That's where the spicy stuff is, Bigfoot, right?
Well, I think that top 10's safe. I mean, I'd go as far to say Derby Diamonds and Loughborough College Lightings are safe as well. And maybe even CRC Inferno, maybe Cornell Cyphers. But, I mean, CRC Inferno have made themselves a lot more comfortable with that round.
I think they're safe.
That's what we want to see. I might make them, I had them highlighted red in my Excel document. And I think after that game, I think it's safe to put them on an orange. What do you reckon?
I think they're 100% safe. And I just got to add, can I add something to that? We talk about the top 20. It's just slightly weird for us because the GCS Alves are still there, but they will not. They're out of the tournament, right? So they are filling that 19 slot with points.
Oh my days!
But essentially, the team that's 21st now, they are qualified to the grand finals. So I'm just gonna tell that to everybody at home, right? It doesn't matter you don't see the 21st team. They currently, whoever they might be, they are gonna be playing in the grand finals.
I can tell you right there. Yes. When
you're looking for the 21st team.
No, I think they're gone. But yeah, they are out. But that says a lot, doesn't it? The fact that we've got a team there's still quite a lot of teams that could jump into this. I think it's like 15th to 20th place now. This is where the competition really is. So maybe 15th to 25th place out of these 10 teams is who we need to watch out for tonight coming forward, because some of those teams have racked up points that there's no way that they're not making the finals, is it? Like.
Yeah, no, some teams are just going to have, for some teams, this is going to be their 4th off week, essentially. They'll be like, oh, we're secured, we're fine. But again, this is how the bottom tier teams, let's call them that way, they can actually, overtake some of these giants or actually punish them and get some points on the back of their mistakes.
We just got info there. Wolfpack Orange are now up there.
Wolfpack?
That's 20th. Oh, that was who's moved forward.
Yeah, Wolfpack Orange, I believe they're in Group C, so we're not currently seeing them on stream today.
Got Wolfpack Purple in stream,
yeah,
but they're quite far down. They haven't really got the points. They're on about 55 or so. They can't quite make it the top 20 yet, but they might. One good. Same with Riverside Thunderhawks, another team on 55 points or so, and they might be able to make it through, but I don't know. It's going to be very tricky because teams like CRC Inferno realize that it's time to wake up, and they're waking up.
Do you think if you're the CRC Inferno right now, when again top 12 after this beautiful performance, should you keep going as hot as you can, or maybe you should quiet down, just get some placement points? Because if you're gonna come in riding the momentum off of the final group stage week, then the teams will actually look for you to be like, oh, the Cambridge Inferno is on fire, pun intended, and let's study what they do to punish them in the grand final. Whereas if you just qualify slightly under the radar, you might get overlooked when it comes to that grand final preparation.
No, for sure. I think it'll be the top 5 teams preparing against each other and studying each other's rotations a little bit, but It's also collegiate, and I'm not sure how deep that sort of coaching analyst meta goes for the teams.
Well, I think you'd be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I might be. I reckon the top 4, 5, 6 teams will be doing some sort of analysis of the other top 4, 5, 6 teams. Just at the least, that's what I'd expect. But I don't know. There's also a lot more data when you're in the pro scene. We don't have the full data sets that you have You haven't got the full APIs attached to Apex that you have in the Pro scene, so it's a little bit harder to do that research. So even more of a hat tip to anyone who does take the time to do those studies from the limited information you have available just from the Twitch VODs, etc. It's actually quite hard to do those studies in this level, and there will be information to extract from the streams that you could take forward to future games that could help you. Yeah, so I don't know how many people are doing it or who's doing what, but some people will be doing something, and whoever's going to the depths of studying the VODs for every little scrap of information they can get, big respect to those coaches.
Realistically, when you've got teams the likes of Gil Gen Z, I think Aston and his squad are going to be more than certainly paying attention to any of these small details, as I believe they're not feeling too good about themselves as they find themselves in second place right now in the overall standings. I think they might come to the grand finals wanting to make a statement, but hey, only time will tell. But now we are going to get into game number 2. Did we lose a team?
I think so, yeah. Just want to say, while you're on the subject of Guild Gen Z, they dropped a bit of information on Twitter today. They are going to be playing in the ALGS Challenger Circuit, so under the name Anima Esports. So go check them out if you can, support them. As far as I'm aware, they're the only team from this lobby trying to make their way into ALGS. It'd be amazing to see if they could do it, but obviously ALGS Challenger Circuit is a very, very tricky place to shine. So fingers crossed for them, and see how they do. But right now we are back to the British Esports Apex League. Looking where people are dropping, we've got an east to west flight path, leaving a lot of the south quite far away. Northwest isn't looking quite as busy as it did last time, but still reasonably busy. It's actually looking like maybe more this southwest Harvester Staging Thermal Station area that's going to be a little bit busy right now.
I love this. I love the change up. I actually think we saw so many teams being punished by stacking up that north area and realizing, you know what, we know what cost us more points in that previous game. Let's just go away. Let's go somewhere else. I think that's the correct choice. Great approach and mentality from the teams that find themselves playing today.
I think the team like CRC Infernal will probably just. I think I didn't really answer your question before, so I think they'll probably play it similar, as in land, get your weapons, rotate until you can make it forward to the top 10, and then fight as best you can. CAVC Celts, they did quite good at staying alive last time until they did get taken out, but they did make it to the top 10. They had a similar game plan, you know. They wanted to play it slowly, make it into the top 10. I think they did. They just didn't quite make it to like real scoring placement points. But it's Hellraisers B here, and they have already knocked one of the Celts.
That's not a good start for them. Definitely not. I mean, obviously, it's a great start for Hellraisers B, which we saw them a bit early on in game number 1, and they got shut down quite early. So yeah, this is a good start for their side.
And they're getting trapped inside their own area here, it looks like. They're gonna wall themselves in and get causticed in as well with the gas traps too. But actually, Goji and DJ just scarpering. So I think did their last player get bled out as well? That is it looks like that one idiot got bled out, and without a support character. Yeah, so this is the thing, like when you're asking about the meta earlier on, Caustic, Bangalore together. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It kind of works when it works, but you're missing a support character, and you got 2 smokes. So why don't you make those 2 smokes 1, and then get your support character? Not only for the support they give, but for the crafting banners, etc. as well. So as good as a comp it is, and as fun as a comp it is, I think it's definitely got weaknesses, and I think probably Bangalore should be replaced with support.
Yeah, let's see if they're going to pay for this mistake. As we now see the still is just going to be Koala trying to get one and actually coming out on top. Oh my goodness.
It's the aim assist.
It's the surgeon
in the
again.
name. Koala on aim assist.
And it's going to be the surgeon and his team. We saw them do quite well previously, but now, yeah, the aim assist coming out on top. And let's talk about this, Big Phil. What are your thoughts on aim assist?
What, on cheating? Oh no, sorry, aim assist on the controller. Yeah. I don't know, man. Because if you didn't have it, you wouldn't be able to have cross-platform. But you do have it, and then it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
I've got very mixed emotions. I just want mouse-keyboard lobbies. That answers everything. We don't get mouse-keyboard lobbies, so that would solve all the problems.
I think that's a fair assessment, but how would the player base be like? Would you be happy with waiting for longer games? As we now see KJM trying to do some damage with this Mozambique, but I think he's not coming on top of it. Actually, he's got to get the opponents by surprise. Secure 3 kills. It's Fresh and Kiwi just dying.
Just in the back, like no one's turning around.
That was depressing to see.
Yeah, just walking in there is crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I was saying, how do you think if we would get exclusive lobbies for mouse and keyboard? Would you be happy with waiting longer for lobbies to find players to fill the lobbies?
Yeah, bro, I'm matchmaking like 5 seconds at the minute. I'd happily wait 5 minutes. Or like,
No, that's great.
I
Fair.
don't need to wait 5 seconds for a game, you know, and do other stuff.
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Bigfoot giving EA all the tips.
I'm not sure if I'm me by myself is the target audience though for the upcoming changes. But it's I mean it's ALGS meta to have at least 1 or 2 controller players. Like it's like controller is meta because of the aim assist. So that's what that says it all really. I don't really need to explain what's going on when in the pro league you have to have controllers.
It's gonna be Cambria again. Again, they're pursuing something. They're shooting them in the back. They don't. Okay, that was quite easy pick up there actually. From Figure, as I say that, more damage being traded. How are they? I mean,
Vader just gets away without standing out in the open, spraying down without any cover, and maybe it was the threat of the Rolling Thunder that kept them back a little bit. But either way, Vader managed to get some good shots off, and yeah, TTV Westwood is gone.
I'm really wondering with Bigfoot, it feels like the teams are actually melting right now. The second game previously, I complained that teams were dying too early, and I thought they're going to go further for late game, but now they're just fighting everywhere, and they're just... Is this a correct mentality? Again, this could be your second to last game in Student Champs for this season. Why would you just take rotates through the open where you could get punished like we see right now?
Just lack of professionalism, man. It's like when you're playing in like public, even if it's ranked. If you like, people aren't really. There's not that much on the line. People aren't really locked in. Like you got to be locked into every second of every game if you want to play something competitively. Every single movement has to be thought about, planned, etc. And then the stuff that you don't have time for planned has to be like drilled. So your muscle memory and your brain memory is there. I just don't think we're quite there yet at college level. A lot of college level esports is I mean, some things I watch, it's just like watching any of the international pro leagues, and other things like you can just see it in the agent picks, for example, in throughout this league. It's been a little bit of a long shot away from solid meta, which shows that it's a little bit of a step down from that pure professional level.
Hikami this time around. We highlighted Cambridge Inferno and how great they did. Kami will wait for his teammates to respawn and join, but yeah, they've been definitely not way more quiet than game number 1.
I think Cambria might have something to say about this respawn.
Oh no, Owen already on top of the hut.
Yeah, Cambria got a lot to say about this respawn. They have no idea. Yeah. Oh my days. What a spot. I love it. Just hiding above the door. Faded out of shields. How much longer can Faded last? It looks like Faded's going to last plenty long with Owen on the back and the PK in hand. Gee, so that's CRC Inferno knocked out. What happened there? Cambria managed to take out 2 of the players, and then one went and got the rev, and they just chased them down and finished them off. So a team that was on the chopping block, had one good game, now has a reasonably bad game. It's just backwards and forwards. I do still expect to see CRC Inferno in that top 20 come the end of the night, but this, if they're not, if they're in 21st place, that moment will be exactly why.
Maybe it's what I said. They did too well in game number 2, and now they wanted to fly under the radar. Maybe it was calculated. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Obviously, they got punished for their rotate, but now we see Doki already collapsed, and now can Kaiser protect the body to get them back up on their feet at the knock, but no, Kaiser getting lower and lower. Oh my goodness, nice pick and prodding from whoever is playing that angle, and now he's going to be Cry alone and going to get completely taken out.
Coventry crosshairs are gone. It was SGS first shot, a team that we don't really hear much about. Taking out one of our top teams. I mean, it can always happen, everyone. Keep your eyes out. You know, you might think these teams, some of them are lower down this leaderboard, aren't capable of such things, but they really are. All these teams are capable when they get the right chance.
Yeah, underestimating your underestimating your opponent can be a huge mistake, especially when you're playing a battle royale and you've got 19 opponents.
They're so desperate for this final kill, and they'll finally get it. Freshie goes out. GCS get taken out as well. Down to 7 squads now. Some of these teams starting to rack up a lot of damage and getting their armor on board. Does look like Confetti Arrows almost on full purples. As they've got Cambria coming in from the north, completely clear. Confetti Arrows sitting in zone, probably where zone's going to put as well. They've got a build into themselves. DJD still standing. So CAVC Celts, they've managed to make it a little bit further forward into the standpoints than they did last game. So they're going to be comfortable with that, where CLC and Inferno have been taken out. Let's see if CAVC Celts can actually catch off KGM's team's SGS first shot on the edge of the zone.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. They're finding themselves in a really unfortunate rotate scenario with a couple of teams between them and getting into the zone. But yeah, it's going to be the first shot. Already 4 kills for KJM, by the way. Okay. The Loughborough College Lycans also in a good position here. I think they're already in the zone. Yeah, I'm looking at the radar right now. They are in the zone, so they're just trying to see if anybody's going to come from behind them. They won't be spotting anyone in this position. But yeah, the Lycans, I am trying to find where do they find themselves right now when it comes to leaderboard? Because I think they are one of the teams still fighting. Yeah, 51 points before today. They had 12 overall standing. So the Lycans could still be knocked out if they die too early, but already in the top 7, I think they're fine for this game number 2.
How have I got them? I thought they were quite low. Seems like they're on 112 points. Did they ever really... I had them pitted as a... Oh no, they're just in the middle, right. Yeah, I did myself with the highlights. I should have highlighted more colours. So I highlighted the very, very top and the very bottom. These guys are in like the middle.
Yeah. A middle pack team, and that's how they're playing this right now. As we see, Goal, he did a lot of good work last game. Can he get another connection with time with the Kraber? Zoomed in, spotted up, spot the other's gonna... Oh,
nice!
That was perfect.
Kraber connects. That's what you want. You actually sacrificed quite a lot picking that Kraber up. You know, there's but this is the map. This is the map for it. It's such an open map, and you can see the view lines you have around this map. So getting that one connect is good. See if they can pull anything off the back of it moving forward. Don't really see any red armor on the map just yet, but we do see a couple of teams on perps. So see how they do moving forward. All of this lot are on purples. 2 hostiles detected. Won't be going that way. Nice one, Ghoul. Make their way. Oh, they've trapped out this entrance as well. So there's a lot of traps in this entrance if anyone wants to come from behind. And they have scanned too. I think they know there's a team behind them. If you look at the map, that team that's behind them might not have another route into zone. So maybe they're just going to hold this down.
Okay.
Oh no, it's in front of them. Sorry, yeah. There was a team in front of them to the left. I'm getting my forwards and backwards mixed up.
Happens to the best of us. No worries.
Yeah.
Goal spots it. What again? Spots 2 of them. One of them is kind of standing still in that window. Is the bullet going to fly? No. They don't want to maybe reveal their position.
I love watching a sniper player. Just see how when they choose to shoot, etc. Watch their tracking. You know, so few bullets in the Kraber. Every shot needs to be taken with good precision at the right time. Oh, there is a team behind them. There is actually a team trapped out of zone behind them. They've got this. There's no way they don't get these kills.
It should be pretty easy pickings for them.
Different squad, sorry, as well. Yeah, that's why. that's why there is a team behind them. It's a different squad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love that. Revenant ult just to take the evac tower.
This is some nice reposition. It's Mystic Dark this time. Mystic has a teammate. Not the solo
Not
rat.
for long, mate. Have you seen where they're landing?
Okay. That was kind of tragic, but yeah, we are looking right now. This is team A. Where's my? There we go. Oh, it's the Lycans. Yeah, of course. Now we're moving back to the Confetti Arrows, and they are in pursuit of someone, or they're just trying to. Yeah. Oh, goal.
Oh no! Point blank Kraber shot goes a little bit wide.
Almost connected though. Still 7 squads left. The game has definitely slowed down for the last couple of minutes.
It can be so disappointing when you pop your Bloodhound or ready to do the Beast of the Hunt and get hunting, and you just get held back by all that sort of other util. You have like the Rolling Thunder, etc., holding back, and don't actually be able to capitalize on that ultimate usage whatsoever. Hopefully, we'll get it recharged before the final zone. Cryptic Ice Cold and KGM just pinned up behind this rock. They've managed to make it like close to the zone. They haven't been put in too much of a pinch, but they haven't made it all the way there yet.
Interesting. I like the fact that we see them playing this so patiently. One of the big qualities we saw from yeah, maybe we're singling out the player that is really trying their best to connect with the Kraber. It might just be mean from our side.
No, you gotta watch. You gotta, just in case, you know. We're not the ones missing. We're just the ones watching. I reckon we'll see one more Kraber connect before the day's out. Is that a solo? Is that a little solo I see? Is that the... It might be the Revenant that used the ultimate to get out on the evac tower.
Well, that's going to be very unfortunate because the confetti arrows are quite hungry for them. And okay, that's going to spot in the spray down. And okay, still going to disengage. But yeah, in the end... Wow. Yeah, well, that was... Yeah, I mean, that was expected from the pursuit. We knew the confetti arrows were on point. The arrows were about to hit their target, and they did yet again. And look at Goji. This time he's alone. Still alive, though. I appreciate that. Now, Koala, with a long range distance, going to try to get some connections. The Triple Link was doing much better than the Volt. Okay, Koala, maybe you're going to go and heal up or get a shield. Thanks.
I've been using the triple take for the first time ever really this week, and it's pretty good. I saw a bunch of players using it in this league actually, and I was like, oh, actually it doesn't look too bad. Maybe I'll give it a go, and it's really good. Look at that.
That is some dual damage. yeah. I mean, you might be making me a believer, I'll be honest.
So accurate, really good bullet speed. Right, Koala on the red armor alongside Sox and Emmy. They look pretty comfortable moving forward into this final zone. Pede Bears, a team that dominated on and off. Had a few funny games where they've been knocked out pretty fast, but they've had some very, very dominant first place victories with high kills as well. Looking at this zone positioning, I think they've got a pretty good spot, especially as the zone closes in around them as well. Oh my days, this is so good for the Bears. They might just want to... I mean, they don't even need to poke anymore. They've got full reds. They could just wait this one out, let the other teams damage each other more so, but they actually can't wait out when you've got a team rotating around towards you. You do need to do something about that, so holding off with shots they are.
3 squads now. Everybody's alive. This is going to be crucial. Can we get another champion crowned? We have... Oh, okay. No, that was not intended, but hey. It's just like real life. If you don't lift, you're not strong enough to throw your barrels around. And look at Sox.
Nearly a kill.
Jeez, just getting G's.
No, that was a knock, sorry.
Yeah, that was
Boots gets taken that yet. Jesse Boots is gone. That's a free kill there for Sox with that one shot.
Wow. And a goal, and is part of sabotage. A playing edge zone goal has to get some heal and pop a shield, but they're okay. Gets tagged again, dinged, and now shot in the backline and taken out!
See, it's the triple take, man. And now just body blocked into the spray down. Sabotaging the team.
Yeah, stick it to his name.
I think Sabotage might have been body blocked themselves as well. Excellent spray down from Koala on aim assist again. And then it's going to be another spray down to finish that kill off. Plus 5 seconds on the Beast of the Hunt, looking pretty good. It's going to be another 5 seconds. This Beast of the Hunt is going to be infinite. Is it another one? No, stop it. You can't get 3 kills in a row like that. Or can you, Koala?
I think they might just be able to do so. Look at Faded, playing quietly, trying to pop a shield. Okay, spots the opponent. Ooh, that was a lot of great damage going to come in from Faded, and now in smoke to hide himself.
No way you can't res now. It's too noisy. What do you do in this situation?
Look at Koala.
You actually can res. There is time. The Faded has time to res, but just has no idea. Koala on aim is completely distracted. Could have
High
read the
ground play.
entire team by now.
Oh.
But no. Koala on top of the mountain shooting down is going to finish off. Wowza.
I gotta say this, Bigfoot. Obviously, we essentially have wall hack. We know where everybody, all the opponents are at all times.
of
That you are a
course.
beautiful observing. So if you find yourself in that clutch situation, hiding under a rock, two of your teammates collapse. You know there's two more opponents at least. You don't know if they're a duo or if they're playing separately. There's a risk. And sometimes you take risks, sometimes you don't, but you end up paying for the fact that you didn't take the risk. Still, second place in this game number 2 of today. It's not going to be too shabby for them.
No, yeah, I think they'll be fine. Fader did great. You know, they got really, really good placement. I would have been terrified in that position too. But yeah, I couldn't believe that Quad didn't keep pushing down. There was just so much going on. Quad had to go elsewhere and kill the other team. Like, just had to kill another team over there, kill another team over there.
Yeah.
Like, amazing stuff.
Left, right, and
to the top
center.
of that mountain. Sorry?
Left, right, and center.
Yeah, just stood on the top of that peak, at the tippity top, shooting down on all the peons. That's a good face. You're using some numbers there. That's the face of a man that saw some numbers.
I've seen all the numbers, and I think you might want to take a look at it. It's not going to break our record for kills in a single game, but it's pretty high up there considering we only had 14 teams on the server.
Wow.
16. 16
Where
is
am I
the number
going?
of kills. 16 is the number
Game
of
logs.
kills.
That's where I'm going, isn't it?
16 kills for our team that won this, which is Team 14, the BD Bears, I believe it was. 16 kills and a first place. And you described this perfectly. You talked about them. Sometimes they pop off, sometimes they go quiet, and this game is a definition of an absolute pop-off.
Mate. Yeah, sometimes they're hibernating, sometimes they're just full Apex Predator mode, isn't it? Like, it's the BD Bears, bro. And if they can switch that on full belt for the finals, you know,
Yeah, I
come
mean,
out on top. The thing is, though, you've got these situations, right, where like they're just running through lobbies, 16 kills. But what happens when the lobby has been thinned out and the wheat's been separated from the chaff, and you've only got the 20 best teams, and you've got the BD Bears versus only Coventry Crosshairs, GCS, Confetti Hours, Cambria B, Guild Gen Z, etc. Are you going to be able to get 16 kills in the lobby like that?
well, I'm getting some information right now from our production team, and I hope I heard that right. But I believe the Confetti Arrows, and I quote, "rage quit because they're so far ahead." Is that correct, production? Can you please repeat that? Wow. So Confetti Arrows in.
I'm not a fan of that.
I hate it with passion. The overconfidence, you know what I call this? This is predicting what's going to happen to them in the future. Getting too cocky and overconfident is going to end up biting them in the back side at some point in the future. But hey, they're 237 points. And I don't know if we have the Guild Gen Z standings up to date, but they have been dethroned from the second. Okay, so they might be dethroned by the BD Bears after that great performance, but looking at the updated 10 to 12, 10 to 20 Bigfoot, what do you think about this one?
Hellraisers beat 20th place with 61 points. I mean, I predicted that 20th place would be like about 70 or 80 by the end of the day. Looks like I might be roughly correct, but yeah, so 61, very precarious position to be in. Whoever's beneath you is going to be on 62, 63, 64, so we've seen how tight that area of the leaderboard is, and yeah, just because you're there right now, this next game you might not be, so really, really crucial for these teams. So I'm still just reeling by the quit. That's really, really got me going. You know, you gotta, you sign up to something, you gotta see it through to the end.
Yeah, I agree with you, but what do I know? I suppose I'm not a team that has dominated the last few rounds. I mean, I was never in that position, Bigfoot. I've never
known what it's like either, mate. That's why I'm here on the microphone.
Wearing a Newcastle jersey. I'm joking. We do find ourselves 2 minutes away from the final group stage game, Bigfoot, and it's been a long journey. It has been a huge journey. I feel like we've been at this for so long, and obviously, granted, we've had quite a few long breaks, but this is going to be the end of the road for some teams. And some teams are still fighting despite them being far outside of the top 20. And those are the teams that make Student Champs what really matters. Not the teams that feel too cocky to play until the very end, but the teams that still have hope.
Yeah. And, you know, it's just about seeing it through. And, you know, it's going to be offensive to the teams that are sat in like 20th place because they've got to hold on to that hope and they've got to see it through.
Yeah. And minus one team in the lobby means one less chance or three less chances of getting some elimination points. Granted, the confettiers don't really get killed that often, but it's at least something else that could get those teams at the bottom an opportunity to maybe get a collateral kill or sandwich them in and get some more points to get themselves closer to the grand finals.
Yeah, and I hand up. I haven't studied the rule book. There might be something in the rules and the league rules about that, but maybe they'll just get treated as an AFK. And yeah, it's a bit of a flex that they can just do that. It's definitely a flex at the very least. But there's also a thing called karma, right?
Yeah.
Maybe in the finals they'll just get stomped on. Overconfidence is really dangerous in sports and esports. You know, if you take yourself a little bit too seriously, or think you're a lot better than you are, or think you're invincible, etc., you can get surprised so easily. And yeah, bring on next week. We'll see how they fare in the final when there isn't a lobby to walk through.
Well, we'll forget about that, and we're going to focus on what's important, which is the final remaining teams still in this with a chance and a dream to make the first Student Champs Apex Legends British Esports Grand Finals. And the team that I am really interested to look at is going to be Team 15, my friend. It's going to be none other than the Colonel Cypher's Mystic first game. Played it until the very end on his own. Last game, Kankan was joining him for a little while, but I hope Steph Sis can step up and join his duo, his trio, I suppose, later on into the sports of the game, because I want to see the Colonel Cyphers put on a great performance.
Cambria are in the lobby. See if they can have another good game. See this flight path right through the middle of the map again. Everywhere will be able to land. Everyone will be able to land everywhere if they want to. Take a little look at the map in a second before we go to the hotspot and see if we can catch one of these early fights. Does look like from the drop so far people are mostly spread out, but yeah, it's going to be that Skyhook area again. Maybe it's going to be one of the only hotspots. Yeah, it looks like maybe 3 teams up at Skyhook. Everyone else spread out pretty well. Currently, Crosshair's got all of Harvester to themselves. Cambria got Launch Site and Lava Siphon if they want it. Skyhook, though. 3 teams. And looks like the fight's already started. SGS first shot up here in this fight somewhere.
Wow. Hell of a start, and the surgeon this time will be the one that needs a doctor for himself, but
there we go.
Okay, that was some nice, well, it was kind of a spray and pray type scenario, but it worked.
I don't think it's over just... No, yeah, this was just one hot drop. Yeah, there was only one team here, but there's another place up in Skyhook where we saw 3 teams drop. Here we are up at Skyhook right here. We're talking about it just there. We've got Koala, Sox, and Emmy. Biddy Bears just seeing them come off a 16-kill victory. But new map, new loadouts, new fight. Let's see if they can do this. Does look like Cryptic and Ice Cold, KJM, on the opposite side of Skyhook, so they can choose to third party this if and when they want. But right now, Emmy's just going to storm in with the Vault, get some really good damage there, but will be taken out. Sox and Koala got to really wrap this fight up. Maybe it's time to get that quick res in.
Might just be the case, and Koala and Sox, alongside Emmy, they've had a hell of a game thus far, including last game, which, well, they won. But now we also look at Cambria B, one of these few teams that have represented Cambria to great success. Oh, still trading some kills. And I think it's going to be Koala getting Ollie down.
Good finish there. So Biddy Bears looking comfortable. They get a squad right early on. Question is, will they get pushed by SGS first shot, or will they push SGS first shot? Do they have the information? I don't know. But it is a little bit late for SGS to third party now, because if you don't third party at exactly the right time, you see what's happened? They'll have full blue shields, so they'll be fully reset, and you'll be walking into a little bit of a discrepancy in health, and it's going to be hard. So you got a third party, whilst that second party is still damaged from the fight. Otherwise, Be best just rotating, and looks like they're heading towards where SGS were, but I'm not sure if SGS have even stuck around.
Yeah, that's a great question because I mean they know they don't have to engage. A lot of teams, like we said, already dropped out. Some teams already got slayed early on, so they just want.
Oh,
My
nice shot.
goodness, that is a that didn't
2x.
finish. That's called a longbow for a reason.
Yeah, but with the 2x scope, the land shots like that, it's really nice to see. Must be playing on a nice big screen, I reckon. But yeah, Sabotage back in the game. Confetti Arrows, I think, and yeah, another team that are super comfortable moving into the finals. SGS first shot. Seen some decent stuff for them tonight, but I think it might just be a little bit too little too late for them. Maybe not able to make it through to the finals. But still, seeing it through to the end.
Ice Cold getting shot by Mystic Dark and Stepsis as the Colonel Cypher is just shooting away. No shields on KJM, who had a really quiet game 2 compared to his game number 1, and somehow gets away without getting chipped once again.
There is teams that direction. I mean, you might not be landing right on top of them, but I know there's more teams around this area. See, there we go. You might not be right on top of them, but you've landed in their sights. KGM going to get that boost from the conduit. Taking a little bit of damage there. Come on, get out of here if you can. Iron Sight, Sentinel, headshot. DJD goes down. Maybe. Maybe not. But now, pincered between two teams. Oh my days, Mystic Dark with the longbow. Good longbow shots to open up this round, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. We see Concon, like I said, him and his squad trying to have a more impactful game than we've seen the first two ones, where only Mystic Dark was the one alive for the most of them, and they're playing a pretty weird position. I mean, they have some sort of high ground, but like there's higher buildings around them that if someone climbs by mistake and he just looks down, they can just laser them from the sky.
It might just be the fact there's still 11 squads left. Colonel Cyphers don't really want to be dropped out of this lobby before it's too late. Goji gets taken down. DJD, very, very low health. Not sure. Yeah, DJ. Bamboozled. I think TJ might have got away with it. Definitely one of the best agents for running away in certain situations. The old Mirage. But being hunted, still. ALDK desperate for this kill. Sending the decoy out.
They had a trio.
Gets your only health.
I swear to God they had a trio, right? DJ and Goji had a trio at the last game.
Yeah, and the game before they just must have had some sort of problem with this game, unfortunately. And look, they're gonna get the res. No way.
That's beautiful, actually. Shout out to our observers yet again. That I loved seeing that. Goji will pop some heals, but yeah, they don't have any other shields, I don't think. So
yeah, no, I know. And how much health is only 3 syringes left. You've really, I mean, does have the pounce, you know. Might be able to get to zone with the pounce. Let's see if there's zone. Is there a balloon anywhere? Oh no, evac tower. Goji's holding an evac tower. Alt, click, jump. Nope.
No.
Instead.
Opting against it. Okay, the shield battery. Oh, there was some shield batteries there. Sepsis Snow gets taken out yet again by Koala on aim assist, and this is exactly what they didn't want. The Colonel Cyphers will have to reposition. You don't want to fight the bloodhounded Koala.
Yeah, Koala's been killing it tonight.
Oh. Okay.
Speaking that will be Koala.
Yeah, he was
again.
Not just, he's just as killing
again.
it. He's also killing them.
And again, is this a squad wipe? If Koala gets that, it's squad wipe.
Mystic Dark gonna be having his last few seconds in this Apex Legends Student Cup. As I think.
Hey, guess who's the kill leader?
Is it someone's name that has assist in it?
Yeah.
Starts with K and is an animal.
Good guess.
Oh, is it Koala on aim assist?
It's that one, yeah. It's Koala. Kill leader. I think it might have been the kill leader last game with that insane 16 kill victory.
We now look at Socks. I mean, I love the team name. Emmy, just the casual real life name, I assume. But then we got Socks and Qualo on aim assist, and that's not to say that the actual person's name is Qualo on aim assist, but I'm just gonna guess it's just a nickname.
Yeah, my guess is Socks probably had like a cat with socks,
Oh.
a little sock pattern.
Yeah.
When he was a kid, it's like a throwback to his old cat.
So you think okay, Socks is a cat? Do they love the cat?
Yeah, like Socks is this player's old cat. That's my guess.
I see. Okay.
See if we can get a post-match interview and confirm the existence of said feline or not.
I think that sounds like a grand final shout out, my friend. Big.
Wait, there's Yops AFK.
They're pushing him to the
Yops
zone.
Is AFK. Push him to the zone. Get him to the zone.
Someone send that to a clip on Twitter, please. This is unheard of. How is this even possible? And I assume they believe he's going to return.
I mean, yeah, you just gotta get him to the zone first. Just punch by punch, inch by inch, get Yops to the zone.
They're doing it, and nobody seems to be around them. They seem to be in a safe position, and a hell of a punch now.
They might actually make it. They've got to take this detour around this rock to the left. They've got to go around the rock, unfortunately, but it's not quite a direct line to zone at the minute. But they just keep pushing around this rock. I think they might. Oh no, that punch didn't quite connect, but still, inch by inch, they make it towards the zone.
Find yourself friends like Yops's, because if your friends push you like that in life, you're definitely gonna end up somewhere.
Push or punch.
Well.
I mean, I'd like to think if it was real life and I went unconscious, my friends wouldn't just punch me.
No comment. Goji gets lasered down to below half HP. Okay.
Just when you thought you were safe.
And it's Liquid. Liquid Surgeon. Oh, I thought they died early in the game, but no, the Surgeon's still alive. And look at it, just rotating around this big. And now, playing around the zone as the zone is pushing them. But no, they're gonna jump in the zone. They don't care. They realize they have the player advantage, and they're gonna try to get the killing. Goji's gonna get knocked. It's gonna be a 1 versus 3. Can DJ get away? Can DJ get anything for his side?
Where is DJ?
DJ just
Wait,
dipped.
where is DJ?
DJ just left.
Is that DJ? Run smoke? I think it is.
Could be. I mean, running away from one team and running into the hands of the first shot, the SGS first shot, who's also hungry for kills. Maybe not just be, but it sounds like a bad day for DJ, and now with this spot, ooh, I think it might just be the two trios spotting each other.
Yeah, I'm not sure what DJ status is.
KJM just gets taken down completely. And now look at Cambria, gonna come up from the high ground. Koala does get knocked, but he's gonna get rest instantly by Faded.
Oh, and those shots just going just over their heads while they get that res in. Nasty shots looking good, but the mother load comes down from the sky afterwards. There's a third party in town, and it is not looking good for Cambria as Owen gets bled out inside those smokes.
It's the Wolfpack Purple.
Yeah, you were asking about the Surgeon. Here's the Surgeon coming in to make some incisions in this third party. A little bit. Oh, is that another? I think there's another team coming in for this. This is why this map is insane. These big open spaces. Long distance third parties can be such a nuisance.
Okay. Oh, well, that's going to be an easy, secure, and it's going to be Koala falling. The top.
There's DJ. There, we got him. We found him. He was behind the whole time. I can't believe it. I thought he went forward into the battlefield, but no, he just hid it behind them. I don't think there's anything he can do now, especially as this zone starts moving. Might be able to run up to these boxes and get some extra heals though.
Odds on DJ playing while listening to music.
Can we get a rat cam, please, on DJ? DJ's right behind Liquid right now.
Oh, there's some kills, and it's going to be easily getting some kills.
It might actually be that Wolfpack get wiped.
That is very tragic. And then we have H-God running away. Jops. Oh, Jops is back! I think he's the player that was getting punched back into the server. Oh, yes, he is!
Yes, mate. These guys have to take first place tonight.
The return of the century.
From AFK outside the zone, being punched inch by inch towards it to the victory. I want to see it happen, but it does look like confetti arrows might have something to say about that. Nade, that is a oh, no, not quite. That might have been a good Kobe.
Oh, we're still pursuing.
DJ D's just killed Faded me. What is going
Where?
on? How does DJ take out Faded? Faded is one of the top team players in this lobby. A player on one of the top teams in this lobby. Just taken out by the rat.
Look at goal. We haven't spoken that much about them, but this game compared to game number 2. But now Jesse drops. Can still get picked up by his teammates.
Alright, DJT has been taken out by Owen, but not before deleting Faded. Faded's last match of the group stage is destroyed by a rat. Sorry to hear it, buddy. Sorry to see it, but good shout, good play for TJ. Managed to get away with that before being taken out.
Yeah, this game seems to be looking a lot like what we've been used to seeing, which is the kind of Fetty Arrows probably coming on top. Still, the Lateral Lycans with a fighting chance, still alive after that great mid-game, let's call it rotation that we saw from them, including a AFK player.
Cool here with Beast of the Hunt activated, but not able to find too much. Pretty sure there's a player or two hiding in this area. No, they made it out. There was a player hiding on that bridge. Managed to make it out towards the buildings. As Confetti Arrows try and find them, but I think they've made it to safety. So what's this? Confetti Arrows ignoring that fight now, making a rotation, trying to find that building on the edge of zone, trying to find a spot inside zone. Good tactic to go with. Definitely works out well if you can secure a good spot, as we saw with Koala on top of that mountain last round. No hostiles in the area. Going to keep moving forward and secure this building on the edge of zone.
Okay, whoa, Freshy, Bean, and Hart. Hart was one of the solos in game number 1. We haven't seen him since, but now still alive into this top 6, or top 5 even. I'm not quite sure when we got in it, but the zone is getting narrower and narrower, and look at their rotate. 3 of the squads already waiting. Yeah, top 5 right now.
This building is going to be sliced into one tiny little portaloo, I think. Yep, here we are. I mean, it's not a bad spot to sit in for until you have to move again. No one's going to clear this. But
is this the GCSLs?
It's a GCS, yeah. The GCS that are still in it, not the GCS that had to leave, unfortunately. And
yeah, of course. The GCS-A.
That's why, of course, you need maybe substitutes, etc. I think they had one. There were only 3 players. They had one drop out, and they were left out of the tournament, unfortunately. So yeah, so some of these teams, they have 5 players listed. They're the sort of team that can deal with this sort of situation. But
I think I saw a team with 6 players even, right?
It's crazy, man. Yeah, so it's good to have at least 1 or 2 subs in your college.
Yeah,
even like they don't even have to be a pro player. Just someone to get in the lobby from your college. If the situation like that happens, at least you can still get that experience yourself. Because I've said it time and time again, time before, and I'll say it again: is yeah, no matter how good you are at gaming, the experience you get from the pro level is just it can be applicable to so many different parts of life or your future gaming career itself.
Yeah, I mean, GCS was one of those teams. Sorry, actually, finish your idea.
Well, that was it. Just yeah, get into these tournaments. So it's good experience. So it's a shame they've had to leave. That's basically just at that point.
Yeah, I was saying GCS was one of the colleges that actually had 2 teams that were in contention for the grand finals, alongside the Kai Cobra Speeders, who also have the teams A and B pretty much granted the grand final slots. So yeah, just getting more players in. That's what we want to see here in the Student Champs. But we also want to see, well, I think I want to see Koala taken out.
Oh mate, Koala's one of these players that I don't actually worry about. You know, I've been talking about this final lobby getting more difficult. Koala is one of the players that I'm just not really that worried about in this harder lobby. Yeah, Aston's team's another team I'm not worried about, even though they did have some tricky little weeks. I think they'll be coming with their A game into the finals, especially with the ALGS training that they're going to be going through. So where Guild Gen Z might have had 1 or 2 bad games, I do think that we'll see a lot from them moving through to the finals. Beret Bears as well, full faith in them, and Confetti Arrows. But what's going to happen when all these teams are just locked into a lobby together for 2 weeks?
I mean, that's gonna be an absolute mayhem. But still, 4 squads, some of them fighting to get better placements, or maybe even still a few last points before the final top 20.
Very fast with those Watson fences there. That's at least 1,000 hours in Watson, I can tell you that.
Another squad has fallen.
Emmy on 1 HP.
I gotta ask you, Bigfoot. Since you're, Bigfoot, is your favorite player Socks? No.
bit of a stretch.
What do you mean
Honestly,
you don't wear socks?
I mean, I think one of my koala's up there, but I ain't really got a favorite. There's absolute mayhem. Koala take out my face. Koala's just white.
They're still alive. Wait a minute. Job's still alive.
What's going on?
The disconnected squad is still playing. This is two squads left.
Man, we're talking about karma before the game started. Look at the karma that Jops is getting.
This is they have the player advantage. It's a 3 versus 2.
They're gonna do it as well. This is insane.
Unbelievable.
They punched Jops into the zone and then they take the victory. It is Loughborough Cottage Vikings. What is that? I mean, mate, you were talking about that play from Ghoul last time. Ghoul inside the truck. Maybe player of the match, player of the season, but what about punching your friend into zone for the victory?
I mean, this is punching your way into the grand finals. What better way of ending what was a long time coming? The group stage of the first Student Champ Cups for Apex Legends has finished in a pretty poetic fashion.
Yeah, we're really glad we got some good clips there tonight. You know, we had to take that week off, a month or so, but we came back looking really good. Big shout out to the observers tonight and production. Really caught some amazing moments there.
Absolutely.
There's going to be some good clips moving forward, and yeah, MVP is Yop's teammates. That's for sure. Mate,
it's the power of a teammate corpse interaction. That's what I think I'd call that. Wow. I mean, I don't even know what to say. We got the kills here, and not only they played in 2 for about 5 minutes while they were busy punching his teammate away, they also managed to get 12 kills in the process, which is just unbelievable.
They're so lucky that they had that sort of empty area of the map when Yops was AFK. Because that could have been a really busy area, but there was no one around. They just had to like lock their way into zone.
Yeah.
2 meters by 2 meters.
I mean, it's step by step, making your way to the grand final, and the Lycans have done just that. As for us, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to send it to a very short break, but stay tuned because we will return with the final top 20 standings updated with every single squad that has made the grand finals. So stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few moments. Okay, we are back for the final time of this group stage of Student Cups. Champs, Apex Legends, Waxen, joined by Bigfoot. And I mean, what words do we have to describe? We've got no words. No words, Bigfoot. We've got a top 20 that is finally up to date after months and months
I've got
of
one
wait.
word.
Oh.
@faded_29 on X.
The
clips are already coming in from tonight's shenanigans.
Hashtag not sponsored.
They're looking good. No, it's a completely organic shout out because the clip just came out of my timeline and it just had me in stitches. It's so funny. We got, from our observer point of view, we got some killer clips tonight. So an excellent day. Big up to all the players and teams and anyone behind the scenes, not just our production team, people that are behind the scenes of the teams in the colleges. So anyone that's any teacher that's helping out these teams, management, everyone big up yourselves. It's been an amazing season, amazing group stages. And next week we are going to go into the finals with who? Production, please. Drum roll, please. Who is coming into the finals? Oh, what a surprise. Confetti arrows.
Whoa. Look at the Lycans. Sorry, I'm jumping
That's
ahead
crazy.
of it.
No, that's good, mate. They're two really good games and they deserve it. Look at that.
They not even broke into the top 20. They broke into the top 10 with 140 points.
Really good stuff.
74 eliminations. What a statement from them to come in so hot. Wow. Interesting. BD Bears will be third, and Gil Gen Z will reclaim their second spot after the completion of the third game. So
who are you picking, mate? Who are you picking for number one spot? You've got to make a prediction right now out of those top teams. Who do you reckon is going to take number one?
GCS Owls B. Oh, sorry, they're not in the grand finals. They dropped out.
They dropped out.
Oops. Hey, I mean, I'm a Cambridge lover, and the Cambridge Inferno is not in the top 10. I hope they're still in the top 20, so I would love to, keep them as my underdog story. I'm thinking about it. Give me a second, Bigfoot. Maybe you can share us yours as we take a look at the complete list. And the Cambridge Inferno has made it. Colonel Cyphers have made it. Oh.
CAVC Scouts just scraped through. They were. Oh, that is good to see. They had a rocky afternoon, man. Scraped through by 7 points. So 7 kills.
Wow.
Or just a couple of placements if you're in that top 5, just like a couple of placements forward and you get that 7. So really, really comfortable there for CAVC. Oh, sorry, really comfortable, really, really close for CAVC.
Really uncomfortable.
Almost, yeah, very uncomfortable position to be in. But now it's guaranteed. Now they will be there in our lobby next week. They can be happy with that. Wow, so close.
Yeah, quite interesting to see the disparity of points. Some teams, like the CAVC Celts, like the Colonel Cyphers, only 28 elimination points, but lots of placement points. Whereas on the opposite side of the spectrum, we have teams such as the CRC Inferno with very few placement points, but a ton of eliminations. So it will be a bloodbath come next week, come grand final week. But yes, Bigfoot, I'm about to give you my prediction. I really have a soft spot for Aston and the boys of Gil Gen Z because of the performance that they gifted us with for the first few weeks. But at the same time, I have been with British Esports for many years now, so I'm gonna go for a college, not for an org. I'm gonna hope that the Confetti Arrows can honor the British Esports Student Champs and, in the name of the Student Champs overall, come out victorious next grand final.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I want Koala to win, but I think Gil Gen Z are going to come out on top. I think with their ALGS champions, or not champions, ALGS contender circuit training and high level experience that they'll be going through, I think they're going to be pulling it through with a high level of professionalism. And where we saw them slacking, I don't think we'll see them slack again in these finals. I think we'll see very, very mechanical gameplay from them. So that's my prediction, but we've seen them get knocked down points wise, but they haven't always been in the same lobby with everyone. So it's a very, very different situation when we move through to the finals. The weaker teams are gone; they're not in the lobby whatsoever. The strongest teams are there, and it doesn't change for 2 weeks. It's always just the same teams again and again and again.
Yeah, you don't have the luxury of facing a variety of teams that have different playstyles. It will be back to back to back games for 2 weeks where you play versus the same teams. And if you start off hot, you're gonna be the one that's gonna be targeted. You might be the one that's gonna get hot dropped on, and you might be the one that is getting put in these precarious positions. But as for us, Bigfoot, this is gonna be the end of the group stage. Do you have any final shout outs you'd like to make before we close the stream?
Just shout at the production team, man. So I hope people have been clipping on Twitch. Get yourself on Twitter. There's X. There's a couple of people posting clips from tonight as well, and keep it coming. We'll see you next week for the finals. It's gonna be a bash.
Thank you so much, Bigfoot. As well.
Bye.
Thank you, Bigfoot, for that. That was absolutely amazing. Go give him a follow. Go give our production and observer team a follow. Brad is live. Sorry, Peak is live. Lou, Shrivel, Nanos, Avi, everybody else behind the scenes. And we'll see you next time.
See you next
week for more Student Champs. Stay hydrated.